Well, I just got a gift from the mailman. Just got a new knife from Reate. And I figured we could unbox it here. I have not gotten into it yet, but I really want to. I'm looking forward to it. So it's a PL-XT. It's got a black micarta, and I believe this has red inlays. I really like the look of it. I got it off of Knife Center. And it's a Nitro-V blade, stone washed, 3-inch blade. So let's get into this and take a look at it. Certificate of authenticity from Reate. That's pretty cool. There you can see the model. Thumb studs, 6.9 overall length, 3-inch blade with a pivot lock, 4.4 ounces. PL-XT. What do we got here? We got some little screws and spring. That's nice. I imagine that's going to be for the pivot lock. Just some spares. That's pretty awesome. I have to find a place to put those so I don't lose them. Got a polishing rag. Reate sticker. And the knife. Maybe. If I can get a finger in here. Oh, I'm digging this. So we can tell that we have the black G10 with red inlays. Centering is perfect. Of course, it's a Reate. They said it was 4.4 ounces. I've got 4.04. Maybe their scale's better than mine. So I really like the way they did the stone washing on the swedge and the bevel. And they left the flats a little shinier. That is really nice. It's not going to be any problem with sharpening because the plunge grind is well away from the edge. No smileys for this knife. Oh yeah, she's sharp. So now this is a pivot lock. I have not dealt with a pivot lock before. Wow. The action on this is amazing. So the way you unlock it is right here. You just push that pivot in. Wow, look at that. The action is just smooth as glass. Nice detent. Pulls it right in nice. And this must be a safety. Yep. So if you're going to use the knife hard or use it for a while, you got a safety right here. So right now, when it's back, the lock works. But if you just push it forward, it won't disengage. Very, very cool. It's got some fairly stout blade stock. A little bit of jimping on top. Definitely a 4-finger knife. Just a little chunky, but it feels pretty good in the hand. I'm going to see how well that pocket clip goes. I'm going to carry this for a while and use it. See how I like it. Let's see the old magazine over here. Test and see what kind of edge we have on this. Oh man, I can hardly even feel it. I can hardly even feel it that it's cutting. That is super, super sharp. Yeah, extremely sharp. Reate has a really good reputation though, so I wouldn't have expected anything less. Now this model here, a lot of Reates are super expensive. This model, let's see here. There's the SKU and the description. So shipped to me with sales tax $118.72. And again, if you know Reate knives, you know that's a pretty darn good deal. Not ultra deep carry, deep enough. Just fairly basic for a $118 Reate. So a 3-inch blade being a little over 4 ounces, you could tell that there is some weight to it. I'm sure that comes from the steel liners, even though you can see they are drilled out for weight. It's fairly stout backspacer as well. This knife is built pretty tough. I kind of think I should run and grab my calipers. Give me just a second. Let me grab my calipers. They're right over here. And I'm kind of curious what we got for a blade thickness and handle thickness. All right. So for blade stock thickness, we're coming in at 0.157. And where do you want to measure the handle here? Just right across here. Just past the pocket clip. For that, I have a 0.630. So yeah, well over ½ an inch thick. So it's probably a little thicker than average, but that doesn't bother me because, like I said, it feels really good. That safety falls right under your thumb. It's easy to flick on and off. It's not like it's an inconvenient thing to do. If you're going to be working on this for a while, or if you really want to bear down on this and you think maybe your thumb would push that button, you just flick that safety up. The pivot lock is neat. My first time using a pivot lock. Very cool. I just can't really find anything on this knife to complain about. Like I said, it comes super sharp. And I love the finish on the blade. I'm going to use this knife, but this isn't going to be one that goes to work. I'm not going to take it to and use it as a beater or anything, because I dig it. I love the color. There was quite a few other colors. If you look at Knife Center, look this knife up, PL-XT from Reate, you'll see there's quite a few other colors. There you can see Nitro-V. Nitro-V is really similar to AEBL. AEBL is used in razor blades because it's very tough and it's very stable with a thin edge. So Nitro-V is also going to be a tough, stable steel. It's not going to be the best steel. It's not a super steel where it's going to be holding an edge for forever. You have to touch it up a little bit. But I don't care. I like sharpening knives. They did a nice job on the edge. I don't see any scuffs or anything. It's nice and thin. Yeah, so maybe the black and red isn't your cup of tea. Well, like I said, they have a bunch of other color combinations that are nice too. I like red and I like the black and red look, so it wasn't hard for me to make up my mind that this was the one that I wanted. I haven't had Reate before. I know the reputation, and I've looked at them at Blade Show, but I hadn't bought one yet. Usually the ones at Blade Show, the premium ones, are pretty pricey, and maybe Blade Show 25, I'm gonna make that one, and maybe I'll pick up a premium Reate. But in the meantime, what do you guys think? What do you think of the Reate PL-XT and the pivot lock? That's almost more convenient of a lock than a crossbar lock. The only thing about the pivot lock that I would say is that it's very easy. You could disengage it with your hand still in there. But then you have this choil, like you just saw. If you're like this, you're holding it like you normally would, and you disengage it, the choil is what falls onto your hand, onto your finger, not the sharpened edge. They really thought that out good. The thumb stud placement is very good as well. Works well with the detent that they have. Flies out of there, no problem. Man, this is a really well thought out knife. It's comfortable in the hand. It looks fantastic, and the execution is fantastic as well. Reate did I keep saying fantastic. I'm sorry. They really knocked it out of the park with this one. For 118 bucks? That is a no-brainer. Well, again, let me know what you think in the comments. Shoot me a thumbs up if you like this knife. I'm very interested to hear what you think. All right. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll be back as soon as I can with some more. All right. Bye.